Okay, here we have the Vertex RX-C6D calcium reactor. Excuse the mess in my office. I'm just starting to plumb it in. There's the tank. So yeah, again, typical Vertex quality. You know, really nice, solid PVC working, acrylic containers. You know, just usual German build quality. Looks really cool. Just need to plumb it in, so I'm just starting that now. Would have been nice if they would have included a Euro to UK adapter, but who cares? I'll just stick it in the socket. So here's the gas chamber media, which will basically push out and diffuse any air. So the idea is to get this with no air bubbles in, and it helps the the CO2 mix better with the water. And obviously the media will go in there. The main media chamber is there. And obviously I might stick some magnesium chips. I was thinking about trying some of this Zeomag. Only a small amount, maybe up to there. I've read that it's not recommended to run magnesium chips in these things because it can cause more issues. The media I'm going to be running is going to be ARM, so I've got coarse and extra coarse. You can obviously see the size difference. You know, quite small granules, large granules. So I'll run a mixture of the two, see how that runs. Yeah, so if we look at this, we've got a needle. Just to see the amount of mixture we've got there. I think that's the mixture of CO2, how much is coming in. I could be wrong. We've got a needle valve here to control the output, so how fast do we want to have the drops going into the tank. We've got the pH probe expansion port, which I recommend is an absolute must. So at the moment, I've got another probe somewhere in the box, which I need to find. It's somewhere over here. Yeah, so we've got another probe. Got the probe expansion for the apex. To give me a couple more ports. And then my apex is here. So as you can see, both ports are used up at the moment. I've got pH and ORC. So the idea being is that I'll plug in the expansion box to give me pH 3, which then that'll control the reactor. So at the moment, all these baling containers will come out, the reactor will sit in there. Now the one thing that I didn't realise is obviously the reactor needs a feed. Now I didn't want to do gravity feed because everyone says it's a pain in the ass. So is what I did. Well, a friend of mine, he drilled a hole in the top of my raw phos reactor, and basically that just gives me a very, you can see the drip there, an output into the reactor, which is all it needs, because remember the exit's only droplets, so that's more than enough. So the idea being is that I'll plumb that into the reactor as the feed, and then I can control the knob on the reactor to how many drops I want to enter the tank. And then the apex will control the inside of the reactor to how acidic it gets and how fast obviously the media will melt. And that's the theory behind it. So at the moment I'm just pulling all this out. Don't know what I'll do with them, sell them, store them. This is the main component. So as you can see, a nice CO2 fire extinguisher fully filled up. I reckon this, depending, should maybe last me 6 months to a year. It's 2 kilograms, cost me 50 quid on my website. Pretty easy to Google, I'm sure you'll find it. Then you've got the cyanide valve, which is here. So this will control when the gas comes on or off. We've got the gas flow valve here to the reactor, so I'll set that at a certain rate. Put the CO2 inlet on here, and then we've got the pressure gauges of how much is entering the valve and how much is actually left in the bottom. So that's pretty cool. It's a TMC version. It's a pain in the arse to get onto the As you can see, all the scrape marks there. We used a pair of pliers and we've got some PFF tape around the thing. It's not a massive headache, it's just very, very tight. You have to really wrench down, so make sure you've got your Popeye muscles on to do that. And that's pretty much it. So hopefully on the next video I'm going to spend today or a couple of hours plumbing this in. Shouldn't be too difficult. Check for leaks, hopefully there is none. Fill it up with the media and get the tank some calcium. It's very dusty at the moment because I've just changed my raw frost media, so as you can see the floss inside the tank is going red, so I'll pull that out and change it and the water will go back to going crystal clear. Got some tangs in there at the moment. The lights aren't on, so everything just looks green and rubbish, as all tanks do, but when the lights come on, I'll upload another video and you'll be able to see how it looks. Again, this tank's made by Aquariums for Life, awesome build quality. Just Google them, contact Ian, top bloke. But everything's running pretty much cool. Going to change these baling, these water changes, so that's my salt mix, that's my RO mix with the auto top up, which is a tonsie. I stuck 2 MP40s this end just to give some more flow. You can see the sand's really moving now, but it keeps it nice and white. So yeah, these containers are probably going to move into that seat over there, so everything's out of the way. I need to tidy up this office, move all the crap out, you know, just make it all nice and flush. So, wish me luck.